I feel like breaking up with my boyfriend of 5 years is the bravest thing that I have ever done. I feel a lot of us don't make decisions that are for our highest good because we are so afraid of the pain that we're gonna feel when we make these decisions. And we're just scared of having nothing to anchor ourselves to. We're scared of going out into uncharted waters and going out there into the unknown. That is terrifying. And I'm not here to tell you that it's not. It is. I'm very scared. I had never had a relationship this long. I have lived with this partner almost the entire 5 years I have been with him. So we have been living together. We have a dog together. We moved states together. We have moved from Florida to Colorado, back to Florida. We have lived a very eventful life, and we still love each other. And this was the scariest thing that I have ever done. I always saw people that would be like in long-term relationships and break up, and I'm like, I could never be that person. I get too attached to people. I feel things too deeply, and I still do. I do feel things very, very deeply. I'm raw dogging life, so I'm just feeling everything as it comes. There's nothing to take the edge off here, you know? And I just thought that that could never be me. I feel like I have a lot of codependency, things that I'm working on. I'm trying to dismantle a lot of my codependent behaviors and traits through therapy. And I feel like, I don't know, like the odds were against me. Like I could never be the person to do this thing, but I did it. And I just thought that I should talk about it because I feel like a lot of people are really scared to go through with decisions like this because they're scared of going out into the unknown. They're scared of going out into like uncharted waters. They're scared of not having an anchor, not having a person. They're scared of losing something that's super familiar to them. They're scared of losing someone they love. So they just settle for something that's not for their highest good out of all these fears, or out of the fear of the pain that comes with it. And the pain is there. The beginning of the breakup, I broke up with him 12 days ago, and the first few days felt psychedelic. It was so painful. Like I was in emotional shock. It literally felt like losing a relative. I have lost a really close relative to me back in 2016, and this breakup feels similar to that. It feels like I am grieving someone very close to me. It's so incredibly painful. It comes in waves. I'll go through waves where it hits me and I'm terrified, I'm shaking, I'm convulsing, I'm crying so hard that I'm dry heaving. It affected my appetite. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. I was drinking yogurt smoothies just to get something in my stomach, but I couldn't eat and I had no appetite. I was fried from the lack of sleep. I could literally not sleep. Everything felt like it was like in a mist. Everything felt just heavy and dull and gray. And I'm not saying that I'm past it. It's been 12 days. I still have a breakdown every once in a while. It's gotten a little better in the first week. Every day brings something different. I go from extreme sadness and fear to anger and rage to just denial. I still live with him. Right now, there is no other option for me. I trust in the universe, and I know that something will present itself to me. I am doing the best I can on my end. The rest is up to the universe, so I'm not in a rush. But I'm still living with him. We live in a very small studio with no doors. There's no door to the bathroom. There's no door to the kitchen. It's just one big living area. And we sleep on the same bed. Just to give a little bit more insight to my situation in case anybody relates, or in case this is maybe my situation triggers something in you or inspires something in you. I I love this person. I just realized that love is not enough in a relationship, especially one that is long term. I feel like we both have the same flaws. We both bonded over these flaws. We both bonded over trauma that we shared from our childhood. We both experienced trauma together that further solidified this trauma bond. And we both love each other. We validate each other. We have great communication. But there are just certain things that have stagnated us in life because we both have the same flaws. And the way that I see it is that life is like a game, and you need a teammate that counterbalances your energy to help you in this game of life. And we are not that for each other. I wanted it to be him so bad that I was contriving the situation and really trying to force it and trying to have him do things that were not in his nature, trying to stop him from doing things that were in his nature, just because I wanted him to fit that mold so bad, because I wanted it to be him. In going through with this breakup, I am liberating both of us because I feel like we deserve that. I really do love him, and I want him to be happy with or without me. It doesn't make it any less painful, and it doesn't make it suck any less. He is all I've known. I feel more understood by him than by anybody else in life. I feel like a big part of that does come from trauma bonding, this sense of it's us against the world. Nobody understands us, but we understand each other. So this is terrifying. I have never lived alone. I've never been alone. I have a lot of codependency issues that I've been working on these past few years through therapy. So in my past, I would jump from one relationship to the other out of fear of being alone and needing this emotional crutch, an emotional someone that I can like depend on. And this is the first time where I don't have that. Now it's gonna be me. I'm planning on living alone and taking a lot of time to myself, and I am terrified. And it's scary, and it doesn't get any less scary, and it is painful. I just feel like the pain is something that as people we can handle. I feel like a lot of us settle in life and are with people that are not the best for us because we are so scared. We're so scared. And I feel like this is something we can handle as people. With the pain, I do feel things very deeply. The pain is physical, and it comes in waves. The shattering just comes in waves. I have decided to let this pain break me open. I think a lot of the fear that comes with this pain of breaking up with someone, not only is it the fear of the unknown and what's waiting for us out there, and will we ever fall in love again, and all these things, it's also the actual pain of letting go of a person that you love. And I have decided that I'm not going to harden myself around this pain, and I'm not going to try to stop it from breaking me. I think it's important to let things in life break us, because when we let things crack us open, just shatter us to pieces, like down to the ground, we are reborn as something so much stronger. And like when you allow life to break you, then God can play you like a flute. You remove all blockages, you remove everything, you're just completely open. And then life can just work through you in the way that it's meant to. I want to read some poems that I've written during this experience. Neither of us had been in this place before. You made coffee by the sink. I sunk into the floor. Hey, I need some time to wallow. I think I'll do this laundry tomorrow. Hey, I can't breathe. I can't swallow. I cared so much about you. I'm scared now. What do I do? This is disorienting. No amount of explaining can wrap this up nicely. I'm so hungry, I can't eat. I'm so tired, I can't sleep. I care so much about you. This is not what I want to do. I don't want to see you cry, man. I'm just doing what I can. I don't know what I'll do when my frames aren't filled with you anymore. I don't know if I'll ever get over this. I'm trying to grab onto something as I plummet off this precipice. I'm trying to take mental pictures of you to remember you by. Maybe I'm just hurting myself more by doing this. I want to exit my body, but I don't quite want to die. Can't think too hard about all that I'm going to miss. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm breaking in half. I'm looking for something I might never find, looking for something I might never have. I want you to be good, but right now I'm your paradoxical demise. I'm just doing what I think I should. I can only live life through my eyes. How many movie nights before it's lights out? How many things can we talk about? Nothing is going to lessen the impact. Nothing is going to keep us intact. I feel the shattering in waves. I'm trying my hardest to be brave. I don't know if I'll ever get over you. I just know that right now, this is what I have to do. I'm finding it hard to end this poem. I'm finding it hard to depart. If someone out there knows what they're doing, I don't know them. All I can do is squeeze out this pain and confusion and mold it into art. Before I read the next poem, I wanted to say like a thought that flying and falling look the same from the ground. I am obsessed with the idea of flight. I feel like a big reason why I did this is because I would catch myself looking at birds and just crying and yearning for flight, and I didn't know what that flight consisted of. I still don't, but I know that it didn't consist of what I had, because then I wouldn't yearn for it. So I just thought I'd share that. In the passenger seat, feeding my ex French fries so he'll eat. Looking at the night sky, it all repeats. Moonlit drives for the washing cycle, air fluffed up in the dryer, denial. A pumped out river's course, the Nile. Still talk, dark converse in style. I speak to him in poetry, he responds in prose, asymmetry. I exude the need on the go. He reclaims the speed, never slow. Discordant metronome ticks. We fight, we take some pics. A home, we bond over some flicks. A lot being said, not much being heard. Boundaries being crossed, the yearning of a bird. I feel like a placeholder, a mom, an option. I am anxiety, he's lack of caution. Inadequate pairing, internal dysfunction. We're both hungry, no one wants to cook. We wrote a loose song, one without a hook. 4 pairs of eyes, no one to look. Unseen, misunderstood. My book not read, my pages not spread. Whole lot of weight, legs made out of lead. A never-ending street, nothing ahead. Nothing being heard, a lot being said. 2 hungry mouths, one being fed. Stars on the ceiling, the night concealing secrets. We whisper to each other, revealing the inner struggles, the yearnings, the feelings. We put an end to the cycle repeating. We stop the hunger, we start eating.